At first, going back a few years, when I was going through hell, well, I thought it was hell, but turns out that wasn't hell at all. In fact, it was quite mild. It was nothing really. But back then, I used to think, why do I have to go through this on my own? I've got nobody, not one person I can talk to, no one. I mean, really, everybody who says they've got no one, they're talking rubbish. They'll have somebody, everybody's got someone, but I haven't. I really, really haven't. I don't trust anybody. I won't trust anyone not to let that get that close to me. Not really. I've got absolutely no one. I don't care now, I'm numbed up to it. But a few years ago I used to think, well, what do you expect? It's my own fault. Nobody's going to care. You need to try and reach out to somebody. But I couldn't because things were so bad, what was happening to me. And I mean, really, so bad. I couldn't say. I didn't want to upset anyone. I really thought if I told them even a little bit of what I was going through, they'd be upset, and I didn't want that. So I kept it to myself for years, and I just suffered. But it got worse and worse and worse, and to the point of where I'd just gone past breaking point, and I'm just thinking, how am I still here? Have I not cracked up? I mean, really? Or have I? I don't know. But not having anyone, not one person to care about you and see if you're okay and sit with you and talk to you. Do you know, can you imagine what that's like? So, what I started doing is, getting drunk, blurting everything out on social media. Because I was screaming inside. Just for someone to help me. Because I was going through absolute hell. And the people who did know were the ones doing it. So it just made them worse because they knew that I was so down. So they just kicked me down even more. And then the people who I thought cared about me just left me to it. But not only left me to it, that made me so upset even more and so angry. So that made me lash out. So now they think they've got a right to say, oh no, not after they've been like that. Well, just hang on a minute. Nobody... Well, actually, no, because then I thought to myself, well, maybe it's just because you just don't realise the extent of the emotional trauma. I've seen things what no one should ever have to see. I've experienced things what I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. So I was thinking, well, do they think I'm lying or making it up or something? Seriously, because nobody gives a toss, nobody cares. I mean, really, everyone just left me to it. No one gave an absolute damn. They just thought, oh, she's going off on one again. But I was just in the bitter pits of hell. I mean, I honestly don't know how the heck I'm still here. And I know people go through stuff. But it's got me to that point now. I have changed so much. I am dead inside. And I can't care about another person. I mean, really, I do. But I don't. I can't. I cannot feel anything for another human being. And I never will. I can't. I just can't. I won't allow myself to do. I've gone past it. I'm dead inside. I really am. But to not have a single goddamn person, not one person to go through that constantly on your own, it would have been the easy way out to do myself in, but I couldn't because of what I've told you about my faith and everything and what happened because I've done it before and everything. So all I think to myself is, nowhere am I going through all this suffering and all this torture of what's supposed to be my life, what I'm supposed to be enjoying, but I'm not living, I'm just merely existing. And then the real nearest and dearest ones who you think, well, they'd be devastated if they found that out, so you've not told them for years. But you've just made that much of a prick of yourself online and everything. Blurted everything out and you might be in a bit of trouble because you really have blurted everything out. Still nobody gives a toss, so then I start thinking, right, just hang on a minute. Do people just think I'm just attention seeking? Or do people think I've just said all that and it's complete bollocks? Like I'd lie about shit like that and all sorts of shit was running through my head. But what it all boils down to, I've been treated, pushed around, shat all over, and absolutely done unthinkable things to for such a long time. And I kept it all to myself. I was trapped. I couldn't do anything about it, all sorts of things. Right. And then eventually, because I couldn't cope with it all, and I burst, and then I just carried on, and I carried on, and I carried on, and I carried on drinking, and I carried on bursting out with more, and bursting out with more, and so on and so. So everyone just thought, oh, she's on one again. Oh, she's making it up. Oh, she's whatever. No, I wasn't making it up. No, I wasn't just on one. And no, I certainly wasn't attention seeking. What I was doing, bursting at the fucking seams. Because I'd held it in for that long and I had no one and I needed help. And what did everybody do? Nothing. And that's why I'm getting rid of TikTok. I'm done with everything on social media because I'm just done. See you later.